In this tutorial, I'm going to show you a quick and simple way to add a chart to your Excel spreadsheet. Now imagine that I owned a business that sells kitchenware, and these are my sales from the months January over to June of these products, and down here I have my total sales. Now let's say I'd like to create a chart that shows off all this data, but in an easy to understand way. The first thing I need to do is to click and drag to highlight the data that you want to turn into a chart. Click and drag to select what data I want to include in my chart. Now, the reason I do this is because I do not really want to include the total sales of each month. I just want to compare the products between themselves. Now that I have selected the data that I want to include in my chart, all I need to do is on my keyboard, hold down the Alt key and tap the F1 button. Alt plus F1. And here is my chart. Quick and simple. Now, of course, I can move my chart to where I want it. So let's put it here on the side for now. But basically, you can put it wherever you like. I could put it beneath my data also. Now, let's zoom in a little and take a better look at the chart. That's perfect. Now, in the chart, I see all different colored bars. Each different color bar represents a different month. So January is blue, February is orange, March gray, April yellow, May light blue, and June is green. Now, from the chart, I immediately see that my best-selling products, the products that I make more money from, are the mixers, because we have the highest bars here. Then cooking pots, and then maybe we will go to saucepans, plates, and so on. So let's take a look at how my electric mixers did. In January, almost 6,000. So you see this little box that pops up and tells me exactly the value is 5,897. In February, my sales were even higher. In March, not so good. April, May, and June. So my best-selling month for mixers was February. Now, apart from this automatically created chart, we can also make different charts. We could go, let's zoom out first, up here to the Chart Design tab with this ribbon. So from here, I can change the chart style. Okay, let's scroll up and take a look at some different styles. Okay, so this one shows us all the sales in numbers. And this one. So you can choose whichever one you like best. Impressive. Now, let's try this little button here. Switch row column. By pressing this button, what will happen is that the data will swap axis. So you see now, the bars represent my products. And here we have the months. So with this format, I can actually see which are my best-selling products. Obviously, mixers, the light blue, are my best-selling products. They did better in February. My sales were much higher than the rest of the months. Then my second best-selling product would be the dark blue cooking pots. Here, 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 and they did best in February, right here, the tallest bar. Now again from the chart design ribbon, here the select data allows me to change the data range included in the chart. So I can include or exclude whichever data I want. Maybe I'm not interested in January. I can deselect it. Or maybe I'm not interested in cutlery. I can exclude it. From here, I can change the chart type. Let's take a look. So right now, I have columns, the column chart. I can use a line chart, which will have this form. I can use a pie chart, which shows me percentages by color. I can use sidebars, areas, and there are so many here to choose from. So whatever works best for you, you choose. Cancel. Now, in here, of course, I can change the chart title. I can name it whatever I like. I can name it kitchenware sales. I can give it whatever name I want. Now, here on the right side, from the plus button, we can add, remove, or change chart elements such as the title, the grid lines, the data labels. Let's take a look. Axis. Axis titles. Okay, and you can change the axis title. Here are my sales, and here the months. What else can I do? I can have data labels. I can have a data table, error bars, and so on. Now from here, this paintbrush, I can set a chart style. So these are the same styles that are up in here in the ribbon. I can also select color schemes. Now from this button here, which is the filter button, I can select and deselect data that I want in my chart. So let's try taking out plates, cutlery, and cooking pots. And let's also take out June and May. Click on Apply, and there is my new chart. No cooking pots, no cutlery, and no plates. No May and no June, January through April only. So you can also filter what data you want to be shown on your chart. You can also change the format of your chart from the Format tab here that pops up. So you can use any kind of border. You can choose a shape fill. Okay. You can change your word art style. And format it as you like. And now my chart is done. What can I do now? I could easily right-click on the chart, copy it, and then open up from the Start menu, PowerPoint, for example. PowerPoint. Uplink presentation. I can right-click and paste my chart here and use it in a PowerPoint presentation. So that was the end of this tutorial. Thank you for watching.